You're live.
Oh, it's working?
It's working.
Yay. Okay.
There's nobody on.
Well.
Yet, of course. They're ready for your exciting story.
Well, hi. We are here with Miss Sunny. I'm the teacher of the deaf and hard of hearing, and my husband, Mr. Q.
Hello.
Well, I hope everyone's having a really wonderful summer. We've had a really awesome summer. We had a baby. We're in his room. This is where we read bedtime stories. And we chose to read an Eric Carle book because we went to the Chrysler Museum and we saw an awesome exhibit with Eric Carle. And so we wanted to share with you and maybe inspire you to go see it. It was really, really good. So if you don't know who Eric Carle is, this is one of the most popular Eric Carle books. The baby's laughing too. And then, this one also is very, very popular. We like this one in my class. There's that one. And then we also have The Artist Who Painted a Blue Horse. These are all of the baby's books. These are all of his Eric Carle books, right? You read all these books? Yeah.
He reads all of them.
And then 10 Little Rubber Ducks. This one has some cool art at the museum if you do end up going to see it. They had that one. One of our teacher friends gave us this book, which Isaiah really likes. But today we are going to read an Eric Carle book that is new to me. We went to the library and I found this book and I thought it was so funny. So we decided to read it for you guys today. Mr. Q is going to read it so that I can sign the story. Okay? All right, here goes.
All right, this is Walter the Baker by Eric Carle. Long ago, in a town encircled by a wall, lived Walter the Baker, his wife Anna, and their son, Walter Jr. Walter the Baker was known even outside the walls of the town. He was the best baker in the whole duchy. What do you guys think a duchy is? It's the best known one. Early every morning, while everybody else was still asleep, Walter began baking his breads, rolls, cookies, tarts, and pies. Anna sold the baked goods in the store. No one could resist the warm, sweet smells drifting from Walter's bakery. People came from near and far to taste the delicious rolls.
He's listening.
The Duke and Duchess, who ruled over the duchy, loved Walter's sweet rolls. Every morning, Walter Jr. carried a basket full of warm sweet rolls to the castle where they lived. Mmm, said the Duchess, spreading jelly on her roll. Ah, said the Duke, putting honey on his. And so each day was the same as the day before. Until early one morning.
When Walter's cat was chasing a mouse and tipped over the can of milk. "What will I do?" said Walter. "I can't make sweet roll without fresh milk." Walter grabbed a pitcher of water. "I hope that nobody will notice the difference," as he said as he poured the water into the flour to make the dough. Now, you may not be able to tell the difference between a roll made with water and one made with milk, but the Duke, and especially the Duchess, could tell the difference. "Ugh," she said after she had taken a bite. "What is this?" roared the Duke. "Where is Walter the baker? Bring him here at once." So Walter was brought before the Duke. "What do you call this?" roared the Duke. "This is not a roll. This is a stone." And with that, he threw it at Walter's feet. "He used the water instead of milk," Walter admitted, hanging his head in shame. "Pack your things and leave this town and my duchy forever," shouted the Duke. "I never want to see you again." "My Duke," pleaded Walter, "this is my home. Where will I go? Please give me one more chance, please." The Duke remembered Walter's good rolls and how much him and the Duchess would miss them. "You may stay, but only if you can invent a roll through which the rising sun can shine 3 times," said the Duke. "And it must be made from one piece of dough, and it must taste good. Now, go home and bring such a roll tomorrow morning." What do you think it's going to be? Poor Walter, worried and sad, he trudged back to his bakery. As you can see, all of the Eric Carle art is so cool, and it's kind of collaged together. But at the exhibit, you had seen a lot of suns. They focused a lot on the sun and the moon. And so this is where it pops up in this book. Walter worked all day and night, and he made long rolls, short rolls, round rolls, twisted rolls, and he made thin rolls, and he made fat rolls. Walter beat, pulled, pushed, and pounded the dough, but it was all in vain.
You have to do all those things to dough to make bread?
Yeah.
Wow.
But he's trying to make one that has, let's look at it again.
Oh, we missed that part.
Yes, you did miss this part. It needs to have the rising sun shine through it 3 times. And it has to be made out of one piece of dough. And it must taste good.
He doesn't like those requirements.
He's going to like what they make. I can't wait for him to eat one of those. He could not come up with a roll that would please the Duke. By early morning, Walter had only one long piece of dough left. "It's hopeless," he cried. And in a sudden fit of anger, he grabbed that last piece of dough and he flung it against the ceiling. "Stick there," he yelled at the dough, but it didn't. It fell, twisting itself as it dropped and plopped into a pail of water.
Why did he throw it on the ceiling?
He was angry. But this is the best part. Anna and Walter Jr. were awakened by Walter's yell. They rushed into the bakery, and just as Walter was about to dump out the water and the twisted piece of dough, Walter Jr. said, "Father, stop, look." Anna quickly popped the dough into the hot oven, and as soon as it was brown and crisp, he took the roll and he handed it to Walter. It hadn't risen very high, but it had 3 holes. You see it right there? Do you see it? Walter held up the twisted roll and smiled, and he saw that the morning sun was shining through it 3 times. Walter put the roll into a basket, rushed to the castle to deliver his invention to the Duke and Duchess. The Duke and Duchess saw the morning sun shine through the roll 3 times. They each took a small bite. Walter was afraid to look because he had no idea how it would taste. "Well done," said the Duke. "Perfect," exclaimed the Duchess. They were both glad that Walter would not have to be sent away. And Walter, too, was happy that he could stay. "Now, pray tell us, what do you call this?" asked the Duke. "Yes, pray tell us." Walter stammered as he tried to come up with a name. "What was that? Pretzel?" said the Duke. "Pretzel it shall be. From now on, it shall be sweet rolls in the morning and pretzels in the afternoon," said the Duchess. The sun in this book. It's great. Walter returned to his bakery and spent the day and the night making pretzels for the whole town to taste. And the next morning, everyone cheered for Walter, the pretzel maker. I like that story. I'm glad that I found this story. I thought I knew a lot of Eric Carle books, but until I saw this one at the library, did I realize that I didn't really know many of the Eric Carle books that there are out there. Did you know that book? Isaiah, did you know that book? He's like, "I don't even know what a pretzel." Well, I hope you guys enjoyed. I will show you very quickly Isaiah's favorite book. He likes this book because of this nifty little mirror here. I want to show you very quickly this because I looked at it after going to see the exhibit at the Chrysler. Did I notice all of these little pieces that I had seen up on the walls and things like that? I thought it was pretty neat. But this one also has a sun. I was telling them at the museum, there's a lot of the sun and the moon and things like that. But so I'll read you Isaiah's favorite book. So if you have little babies in their house, little brothers and sisters, call them over now. It's called My First I See You. I see you in the butterfly who flutters so high. I see you in the clouds that float across the sky. I see you in the lion who purrs sweetly and then roars. I see you in the sun who shines evermore. It's working on him. He's falling asleep. I see you in the silly monkey who swings from the trees. I see you in the changing colors of all of the little leaves. I see you in the puppy who plays peekaboo. I see you in the glowing silver moon too. I see you in the bird who's learning to take flight. I see you in the stars that blink so bright. Can I see you flutter like a butterfly? Roar like a lion? Swing like a monkey? Wave like a leaf? Play peekaboo like a puppy? Or fly like a bird? Or blink like a star? Okay, he was asleep. He was asleep. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed the two Eric Carle books that I just read. I'm sure you have some in your house, in your library. I know for sure if you go to the library, you'll find some there. But ask your parents if you can go to the Chrysler Museum. It is free. It is fun. Isaiah loved it. Isaiah wants to say bye to the people. Can you bring them over here? Isaiah, tell them how much you enjoyed the museum. All right, so signing off here at the Quasbar's house. Keep reading. Have a great summer. We'll see you guys back in September. Bye.